places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hoosiers will put total leather and will get started. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for space, it's Henderson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
To the air, it's Howard. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Now on the option. Now the pitch. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Howard. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Ohio State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Rourke. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll go to the ground. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, that's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Never a doubt. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He leaves it with his back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Henderson. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Scott. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Howard. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to the air one more time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's on target and complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the 1st down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Back to throw, it's Rourke. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
To the air, it's Rourke. Using the quick game. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
The Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll run play action. Caught close to the marker, it's Scott. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Shakes off the defender.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They're going to run it to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Now adjusting. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
That makes the score Indiana 10, Ohio State 6.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Price. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they could put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Touch pass on the run. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Touchdown, Ohio State! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Getting some heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the ones that get you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henderson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. A quick pass to the left.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
They go to the ground. And the Hoosiers get it past the sticks.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Quick completion to the right.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. They'll go to the counter play. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Price. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The inside handoff. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Howard. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Give to the back. Open space at the 25. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a 4th down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be pass, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Price. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Wants to throw. It's Rourke. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll start this drive with a pass. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, we send it back to the guys
To start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Price. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. To the air, it's Rourke. Got his man on the right. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Judkins. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Hard running there. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
4th down.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
A fair catch called for and made. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Howard. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll line up to go for 2. Running the option, it's Howard. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse. Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
This offense has a second down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
The Hoosiers are on the move. He'll keep it himself. Ball is free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit them as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run a design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Howard. Makes the grab down the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Option look, it's Howard. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. From the gun, running back on the move. The Buckeyes get enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to pass, it's Howard. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Coming after him. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Makes a connection. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open in. Nice job between those two.
They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Tate. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Howard. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. He finds his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Price. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Price. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Trying play action. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Their lofts one high and deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking to throw it again. They'll run the screen. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Back to pass, it's Rourke. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Price. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Hoosiers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Movement here from the tight end. The give out of the gun. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Price. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down marker.
The Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Rourke. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Between the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score Ohio State 29, Indiana 13.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and long.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
To the air, it's Rourke. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Price.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second and short now after that completion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Caught near the sticks. It's Horton. The Hoosiers get enough for the first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets open down the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They keep attacking through the air. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How about that from the offense? 2nd and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw it, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sitting back in the pocket, just throw the football away. Don't take the sack. Don't go backwards, especially inside the 3-yard line, set up in such good position.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. To the air, it's Rourke. Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Indiana!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
They're going to throw it again. Grab near the marker. It's Price. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Looking for the end zone. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.